Hey, welcome back to Devotions from History. Joshua Abraham Norton found a good deal of success in the real estate industry in San Francisco, but he lost his fortune in a bad business deal. After his loss, something apparently snapped in his head, and on September 17th of 1859, he sent a letter to the newspapers of San Francisco with the following announcement. At the peremptory request and desire of a large majority of the citizens of the United States, I, Joshua Norton, declare and proclaim myself Emperor of these United States. Signed, Norton I, Emperor. The announcement was published by the papers for humorous effect, but that commenced an unprecedented 21-year reign of Norton I over the United States. Newspapers began publishing his decrees, including his order to disband Congress, an order to General Winfield Scott to forcibly clear out Washington, D.C., and a formal abolishment of both the Democratic and Republican parties. He also felt that the citizens of the country failed to show San Francisco the proper respect, and so he levied a fine of $25,000 on anyone heard to utter the abominable word Frisco. Norton, who strode about the city wearing royal regalia and inspecting police officers, was much loved and revered by the citizens of San Francisco. Although he was penniless, he regularly ate at the finest restaurants in the city, where brass flags were placed reading, "His Imperial Majesty Emperor Norton I dined here." When he died in 1880, the San Francisco Chronicle published his obituary on the front page under the headline, "The King is Dead." A group of local businessmen established a funeral fund that paid for a handsome rosewood casket and a memorial marker that reads, "Norton I, Emperor of the United States." 30,000 people lined the streets to pay homage to the 2-mile-long funeral procession. Now, this story is a story of an eccentric man who played a game and convinced an entire city to play along with him. There's an encouragement for all of us in this today. Just because we may be a little unbalanced doesn't mean that we're not loved. That's a pretty encouraging thought for some of us. I'll see you next week on Devotions from History.